Hey guys, it's Housewife in Heels, and I'm here today with my first ever Christian Louboutin haul. So we're just gonna get right on into it because I got 3 pairs to show you. Now, my first pair are the Anjalina 100. This is an older style. It has been out for several years now, and I believe they're getting discontinued. So I found these at the Louboutin outlet. These were 20% off because if you know me, you know I like my outlet, you know I like my sales, you know that it's rare for me to spend full price on a pair of shoes. So these, I was just perusing at the Louboutin outlet. I saw these, I tried them on, and that was pretty much it because I've been eyeballing these since they were available at the normal, I don't know what you call it, retail price, the boutiques. But I just couldn't commit at full price, but 20% off, yes, yeah, that I can do. So here these are. These are in a suede with a 100mm heel height, and look at all the little spikes. I love how they create sort of like a little halo around your foot, and there's spikes right above that heel. So these are definitely something unique. From afar, they look kind of demure like a standard pump, and then up close you realize that they're kind of dangerous. So I definitely like that. It is very signature Louboutin with that sort of punk rocker flair. I know that he does edgier styles. Spikes are kind of one of his signature. Let's go ahead and show you the other one. Something that I also like about this style, for me, I have long toes. This has a long toe box, and I'll kind of show you a comparison between these, which have a long toe box, and a pair of shoes with a short toe box. Just let me get this out of the way, and we'll get into the next pair, which has a shorter toe box. Now, I love my sales, and I'm always keeping tabs, and Louboutin sent me an email saying that they were doing their fall-winter sale, and I had to check and see what was available, and I could not believe that these were on sale for 40% off. Now remember, I got these 20% off at the Louboutin outlet. They were only 20 rather than 40 because typically the signature colors from the signature styles, they don't mark down as much as, say, a seasonal color. These 40% off straight from the regular boutique because they're discontinuing the style. They are being completely replaced by the Hot Chick 100, which is almost entirely the same shoe. I've done a comparison. Only difference is the scalloped edging on the heel. And these are the Pigalle Follies. I had a pair in reflex nylon, but they were too big because a long-standing arc that isn't quite over is I bought so many shoes that were too big and I didn't know it. So I had to get rid of them and replace them with ones that actually fit. And these actually fit me. My original ones in the reflexive Leo were a 36. These are a 35. And if anyone is wanting sizing information out of this, all of my pumps, I went in a size below my true to size because I have a very narrow foot. The sizing is going to vary greatly depending on the width and length of your foot, specifically the width. I have a narrow foot, so I go down a half size. Now, if you have a slightly narrow to an average foot, you could get away with doing true to size. Most people tend to go up half size since Louboutin tends to run small. All these sizes I have found run small. Now, back to the Pigalle Follies. Speaking of sizes, I decided to get these in a patent because these are currently available on sale from the boutiques in a suede and a calf leather as well. I went with patent because it has less stretch. I didn't want these to stretch too much because these have a wider toe box for what Louboutin tends to offer. I remember comparing these with, I believe, Kate's. So Kate's for sure, which has a very narrow toe box, and they were about 10 millimeters wider in the toe box in the Sokate, and that doesn't sound like a lot, but it makes a very, very drastic difference. So when you're picking and choosing what shoes you want at Louboutin, you need to figure out what shape of the different styles is going to work best for your foot. Otherwise, you're never going to get use out of them. I wouldn't necessarily go just for the shoe in a style that you think just looks super, super cute, because if you can't wear it, then why have it? So food for thought. Keep that in mind. Let's show you guys the other one, just because I feel like it's an obligation, it's a necessity. Here's the other one. I'm definitely so excited to, one, get these before they're discontinued, and two, I am excited to just replace the ones that were too big. Those are currently getting sold. Now let me clean up more of my mess, and we'll get into the last pair for you. Oh, I feel like a kid on Christmas. Speaking of Christmas, I hope everyone who celebrates had a happy Thanksgiving. I had a very quiet one at home, which is me and my husband, and that meant I didn't have to do very much cooking, or at least very much cooking for me. I cooked the whole thing anyway, but besides the point, I need to make a little bit of room here for this last pair, just so I have somewhere to put everything. Now these are probably the most exciting find that I got recently. These, I don't remember the exact savings on these, but I was very, very excited. This is another one of those pairs where I had a pair that were too big that I have to get around to selling, and the other pair that I had were only 100 millimeter. These are 120. So I finally did it. I finally managed to replace, I don't know, I'm kind of gearing up the anticipation, my new Very Privé. I did it! I'm sure you guys, if you've been around for a while, you remember my new Very Privé 100s. I bought them because they were at the outlet. They were 20% off. I specifically remember saying, I'll sacrifice 20% of the heel if it means I save 20%. Well, unfortunately, the shoe is just a tad too big, but these fit like a glove, I say. And I also really like that little pop of red right there. I think that's so fun. I don't know if as I get tongue-tied, I don't know if this particular kind of new Very Previous are getting discontinued. I don't know why these were on sale. These I got at Neiman Marcus because they're doing their big fall winter sale right now. If you go, they had Louboutins galore for sale. They had all kinds of different stuff from virtually every large designer that you could think of for sale. It was magical. And honestly, it was magical that I only walked out with one item from there. And these used to be $9.45. I picked these up for $6.83. So sounds about like a 30%-ish savings. But still, I was very, very happy to pick these up for the amount that I did. It would have been cheaper if I found them. It was cheaper than if I would have found these at the Louboutin outlet. Here is the other one. And I especially wanted to pick these up because after speaking to multiple salespeople at Louboutin, or the sales associates, is that they're telling me that Socates are slowly being kind of phased out. So it sounds like they're eventually going to become a discontinued shoe, or just in very, very limited availabilities, kind of like the Hot Chick 130 became. I don't know that for a fact. I just know that they're not doing as many different kinds, and they're not doing too many seasonals anymore of those. So when I saw at least a 120 high to something on sale, I figured I need to snatch it while I can. Oh, I hope this fits. Okay, there we go. So that is my happy little haul. I will definitely try these on for you guys. But before we do that, this was definitely made possible by all the generosity of all of my patrons. You guys have been very, very great. Definitely what I get out of that help towards this, because even after all the sales and savings and whatnot, it was still a lot of money. So definitely thankful for that. And if you have not already, please go ahead and check it out. It is only $3 a month. I would really appreciate it if you did. But other than that, I will get into the try-on. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I will see you in the next pair of shoes. Bye!